Uh, I'm a little late on this message. I was supposed to do this at least like about a week ago, maybe a little bit more than that. But this came from a Sunday sermon that from my church. One, I don't know if it was like last Sunday or I don't know. I think it was like last Sunday or a Sunday before that. I don't know. But I had gotten a revelation about in my Bible it's called the temple tax. Matthew chapter 17 verses 24 to 27. I'm going to read it. I'm going to make it quick, okay? Stay with me. When they came to Capernaum, the collectors of the two drachma tax went up to Peter and said, "Does your teacher not pay the tax?" He said, "Yes." And when he came into the house, Jesus spoke to him first, saying, "What do you think, Simon? From whom do kings of the earth take toll or tax? From their sons or from others?" And when he said, "From others," Jesus said to him, "Then the sons are free. However, not to give offense to them, go to the sea and cast a hook and take the first fish that comes up, and when you open its mouth, you will find a shekel. Take that and give it to them for me. Take that and give it to them for me and for yourself." So I'm like, okay, so God did a little miracle. He made a fish. Come out the water, or he told Peter, he gave Peter instructions. Gave Peter instructions to pretty much go fishing, and the first fish you catch, you would, whatever the tax people is asking, whatever they're requiring, is in the fish's mouth. And I'm like, okay, like I'm sure we grew up with that story. We've heard it so many times, but God had gave me a little revelation about that. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I called this one, "Your wealth is in the fish's mouth." So God gave me, I'm reading my notes, so forgive me if you see me, I'm looking down at my notebook. So God gave me a revelation that was jaw-dropping, and yet it's been there the whole entire time. So this came from Sunday service, and God gave me another look at it from Matthew 17 verses 24 to 27 again. Not only was the coin taken from the fish's mouth, but Jesus asked a fisherman to do it. Revelation. What God has assigned you to do, he has already planted in you. He had created that gift in you already. Meaning, not only did he ask Peter to get the coin out of the fish's mouth, he didn't just ask anybody out of all the disciples. He didn't just ask anybody. He asked a fisherman. He asked a skilled fisherman, somebody who already knows how to go fishing. Like, you don't have to try to figure out. It's already in you. Jesus has already asked a skilled fisherman to get that coin out of the fish's mouth from creation, which is what the fish also symbolizes. Like, Jesus has divine. I had wrote a little note. The fish shows Jesus' divine power and control over creation. Whatever God has asked you to do, if he asks you to start a platform, if he asks you to write a book, if he asks you to start a ministry, a business, whatever project or idea, whatever he had asked you to do, it has already been in you. You're already skilled. You're already skilled to do it. Your wealth is in that fish. Whatever your fish is, your fish could be that book. Your fish could be that ministry that he has you doing, nonprofit. That fish could be social media. That fish could be somewhere in trade school. That fish could be whatever God has asked you, God has called you to do. Your wealth is in that fish's mouth. And did he not say, I forgot who he had said it to one of the disciples. Did he not say that I will make you fishers of men? I was like, oh my God, this is so good. This is like mind blowing. Like, you asked a fisherman, a skilled fisherman, you told him that he was going to be a fisher of men. You asked a skilled fisherman. I don't know why I was looking to the left. You know how we be doing. You asked a skilled fisherman to get money out of a fish's mouth. Am I missing something? I thought that was pretty cool when God had shown me. It was like, oh, that's crazy. Now he's about to supply the grace and the favor along with provision. So the scripture where it talks about the fisher of men, you can find that in Matthew chapter 4 verse 19 and Mark chapter 1 verse 17. God has made you, whatever he has asked you to do, whatever he has called you to do, whatever your assignment is, God has made you a fisher of men. And being that comes with prosperity, which means success, wealth, profitability. No need to chase it. As you can see, as you had heard yourselves, Peter didn't chase it. It literally just came to him. All he had to do was just cast his net. And we all know that scripture. Cast your net deep in the waters. Now, I didn't specifically say deep in the waters in this scripture, but Luke 5:6 about how they cast their nets deep in the water, and they brought up that blessing. They brought up that net breaking moment. It is just all coming together. This is like, what? Like, yeah. This is what it looks like when you work on what God has called you to do. You're casting your faith deep down in the waters. When you've been doing it, you've been out all night. You've been out all night trying to catch some fish, and then you got Jesus. He just came out of nowhere. Not that I'm saying he came out of nowhere, but he just came out of nowhere and was like, oh yeah, do it again. Do one more time. And this time the blessing was so heavy. It was so overwhelming. They had asked for help to get to pull the net out of the water and put it in the boat. Don't miss out on your fish, on your what I want to say. Don't miss out on your net breaking moment. God has called us to be fisher of men. Our provision, our wealth is in the fish's mouth. What he had asked us to do, what he has instructed us to do, we are already skilled for it. It's already in us, the creativity. All we have to do is obey. No need to chase it. It'll come to you like the fish with the coin in his mouth. God gave you everything you need to succeed in the assignment/ministry he has called you to do. You are a fisherman. Cast your net deep in the waters. It's about to be a net breaking moment. And again, you can find that in Luke 5:6. Your faith is the net. All you have to do is cast it deep. the people who will be drawn to your ministry, the people who will buy your book, the people who will buy your products at your business, the people who will subscribe to you, the people who will follow you on your platform that God has called you to create, that he has called you to build. They are the fish. And guess what they're going to bring? This word is for me too. This word is, I don't know about y'all, but this word is for me. Whatever goal you've written shall come to pass. And I pray and hope that you written down a coin in a fish's mouth goals. Your goals need to be a coin in a fish's mouth type goals. They say write your goals realistically. So how realistic a coin in the mouth of a fish can you get? Have you ever heard of that before? When people be like, when you write your goals, you got to be realistic about it. Well, okay, according to Jesus, and this happened. He asked the skilled fisherman to collect that coin from creation. From a fish. From a fish. A fish. Like, that's how my goals reflect that. It's realistic. Luke 1:37. There is nothing that God cannot do. There's nothing that God cannot do that is impossible. Except to lie. God cannot lie. God cannot lie. I found one thing that's impossible for God to do, actually, and he cannot lie. Everything else he can do. I'm just saying. Be intentional within the will of God, and it shall come to pass. Because we serve a tell them I am sent you God. I'm going to say that part again. Be intentional within the will of God, and it shall come to pass, because we serve a tell them I am sent you God. You can find that in Exodus 3:14. That's what he told Moses when Moses was coming up with all kinds of excuses. Moses had more excuses than going to jail. I can't do this. I ain't the best speaker. Well, you know what? Neither am I. But guess what? I'm just here being obedient. Okay? I get it. It feels uncomfortable, but eventually you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get out of it. It may be uncomfortable for a moment, but whatever skill God has already placed in you, because he told Peter to do something that he already is. He's a fisherman, a skilled one. He asked Peter, go, let's pay these people so that the message, the gospel won't be interrupted, because we are sons, we are children, we are kids, sons and daughters of God. Taxes don't apply to us, but in order for us to not be interrupted of what we're doing, because we're here on an assignment, we're here on a mission. Go ahead and pay them. And he asked the right one. I'm going to ask the person who's already been doing this. I don't know how long Peter was a fisherman. I don't know, all his life, I guess. He grew up. His parents his parents was fishermen and whatever, I ain't get too deep into Peter's. I'm sure it's probably in the Bible somewhere, but I'm just saying. Is already built in him. It may feel uncomfortable what God has called you to do. It may be, what they call it, nerve-wracking. It may be like, God, how am I going to do that? I promise you, once you find your momentum, once you find the consistency in doing it, it's just going to come so natural to you. We overthink things. Peter didn't overthink it. Peter did not overthink it. He did not question God after he just came from these two people asking him, does he not pay taxes? Peter ain't even questioning, like, wait, what you mean? What you mean catch the first fish and we'll pay the taxes from the fish? What? What are you talking about? Peter ain't do all that. He obeyed. And he did what he needed to do. He paid them and they went on about their business. Quit worrying about how you gonna come up with the money to start it. Quit worrying about if anybody gonna listen to you, if anybody gonna watch you. That's none of your business. That's don't worry about that. Jesus caused a fish to have money in its mouth. Jesus will give you your customers. He will give you the clients. He will give you the buyers. He will give you your subscribers. He will give you your followers. All you got to do is just cast your net out in the deep waters. That's all you got to do. That is it. That is it. All you got to do is cast your faith, the net, which is your faith, of you being obedient to God. Just cast it in the deep. Just cast it in the waters. You did your part. You let God, you let the I am that I am do the rest. Okay? Alright. I did my part. I pray that whatever God has called you to do, whatever desires He has blossomed in you, and He's starting to reveal. Let me tell you something. Things that I am interested in doing, I had no interest in doing it. And I'm like, okay, God, I know this is from you because this is a lot of work. But guess what? If I stop overthinking it, no, it won't be. It won't be a lot of work. God has already given you He has already equipped you. He has equipped you to do what you're meant to do. And people are attached. And I keep saying that in my videos. People are attached to you. People are attached to your assignment. There are people you are meant to help. You are meant to reach out to. You are meant to build a relationship, whether it's business, whether it's personal. There is a purpose, because God's ministry is in its people, in His people. And He uses us. He partners with us. He works with us to get to other people. Someone said, look at it this way. 1,000 people is attached to one person. So every time you see your 1,000 people is attached to you, 1,000 people is attached to the other person, 1,000 people is attached to me. That may sound like a big number, but this is billions of people on this earth. That's not a lot of people. And whatever you don't do, He'll find someone else to do it. But it'd be best that you just do what God asked you to do, because even if you decided to not do it, you still have to answer to why you didn't do it. I've also talked about that in I don't know the name of it. But it's somewhere in one of the videos. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share you guys the revelation of how God has whatever he has called you to do, you was born to do it. He had already ordained you to do it. You have the power. You have the authority. Just obey. Just obey. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. Study those scriptures. Study those stories. And just spend time with God in your little prayer corner, and ask God, okay, God, what have you skilled me to do? What have you equipped me to do? Trust me, there are people attached to you that he wants you to meet up, that he wants you to heal, that he wants you to bless, that he wants you to prophesy to, whatever he has called you to do. He's not going to send you out there to fail, because if you fail, I don't want, should I say that? If you fail, he fail. And God don't ever fail. He wins every single time. And this is a greater cause. This is bigger than you. He's not going to cause you to fail. He's not going to call you out into the middle of the ocean and tell you to cast your net deep into the waters one more time. One last time. And you not come up with nothing. So even if you are working on something and you don't see any results, this may be the one, this may be the net breaking moment for those who are already obeying God by doing what he asked you to do, and you see no results, you see no growth, you don't know what's going on. This could be your moment. This is your net breaking moment. And you may have to call someone. You may have to share your blessings with other people. Get with God first. I'm not saying something wrong with that. I'm just, get with God. Not all ground is meant to sow into, because there are some bad ground that you don't want to sow your blessing into. He'll definitely guide you. But yeah, you don't be obedient. Be obedient in your net breaking moment. Just do it. I'll see you guys another time.